Welcome to the Hasnavar Film City, Banoli movie developers. And I'm today while visiting the Banoli Film City, I'm going to speak about the Michelson Harley experiment. So let's see Michelson Harley experiment. According to the Webb theory of light, a light source creates a disturbance traveling in all directions through a hypothetical medium called ether, which fills all space and penetrates through all matter. The assumption of ether, however, created a problem in physics. We have some question about ether. Does ether remain stationary in space when material bodies, including Earth, move in it, or is it dragged along with the moving body? Firstly, Bradley observation of the direction of light on a star indicates that the ether must be stationary in a star. It means that if a material body, say, consider Earth, moves in a space, there is a relaxing motion between the body. So there are a number of experiments performed to detect a relaxing motion between the Earth and the ether. In this, the famous among them is the one performed by Michelson and Marley in 1887 using their Michelson interferometer. So let's see the Michelson interferometer, a simplified schematic diagram of Michelson interferometer as you watched. A beam of light from a source S falls upon a half-silvered glass plate P placed at 45 degrees to the beam and is divided into two beams 1 and 2. The beam 1 and 2 traveling at right angles to each other. The beam 1 and 2 traveling at right angles to each other, all normally falls normally on mirror M1 and M2, which reflects them back to P. These two beams return to P are directed towards a telescope T in which interference fringes were observed. Let M1 and M2 be at same distance L from at same distance L from the partial glass plate. Then if the apparatus were at rest in ether, these two beams would take the same time to return to P. But actually the Earth and hence the Earth and hence the apparatus is moving in a space to the ether with a velocity consider v. Consider this motion is in the direction of the initial beam of light. Then if the initial beam strikes the plate P in the position shown. The paths of two beams and the position of their reflection from the mirrors will be as given by the dotted lines. The time taken by the two beams on their journeys are not equal. Let C be the velocity of light through the ether. The beam 2 going towards M2 has a velocity c minus v relative to the apparatus on the going trip and c plus v on the returning trip. If T2 be the total time taken by this beam to go from P to M2 and back, then we can write T2 equals to L by C minus V plus L by C plus V equals to 2LC by C square minus V square equals to 2LC by 2L by C open braces 1 by 1 minus V square by C square C square 12 by C open braces 1 by 1 minus B square by C square close braces. This is equation 1. Now the beam 1 moving transversely with respect to the apparatus returns its velocity c throughout. Let it take time t dash. Let it time t dash to go from P to strike M1. Traveling a distance ct dash. In the same time the mirror M advances a distance vt dash. In the same time the mirror advances a distance vt dash. Thus in the right angle triangle P M1 M1 dash we have P M1 equals to L M1 dash equals to Vt dash and P M1 dash equal to Ct dash, or T dash equals to L by